Hi there, my name is Ash Shukla and I have to say good morning to you and welcome to my brand new show Financial Chakras. And in this particular show, we are going to discuss, how to be more practical and holistic all at the same time. So, if you're a practical person, you're going to gain more knowledge about how to be more holistic. And if you're holistic, we're going to show you how to be more practical. And if you like the show, you like what you hear, what I would request is that you go ahead and share it on social media, but be sure to share it with your best friends. Now, in this episode number 1 in the Financial Chakras show, today we are going to discuss a topic that I have been asking myself all the time. Every time I do it, whether I do a speaking engagement or I do an event, put on an event called Financial Chakras, or Sell Like Crazy, or any other event that I put on, I ask myself, my attendees who are coming to the event, is their dream for sale? And obviously I get an answer which is no, right? Obviously your dream is not for sale. So if you're a human being and your dream is not for sale, the question is, why do we make it for sale, right? Why do we put it on sale when we face certain issues? So the question becomes, is what kind of issues that we face? This was one of the attendees who came to my event, and after the event called Sell Like Crazy, and after the event was done, I taught business owners how to build business. It's a 5-step process that I teach, and once I taught that process, I asked the attendees, like, what kind of questions do you have? What kind of things you're facing? And one of the person came up to me and said, I always am fearful. I'm fearful because I feel like I'm going to fail. I'm fearful because I can't make it. I'm fearful because somebody that I know who is a naysayer and a complete degrading me all the time. And those kind of things that came up in terms of our conversations were concerned throughout the room. So what I found out, what I said to this person is, you need to let the internal fear out. You need to let that energy out. But the question becomes as to, how do we let this fear that's stopping us, realize our dreams? How do we make sure that we stop it? See, but you have to understand, though, you have to understand the root cause of everything in order for you to solve a particular situation or an issue. So the biggest issue that I saw over here was, what you find is that fear is in our body. There are 7 chakras, and chakras is a Sanskrit word for work of yoga, meditation. In the oldest text called the Vedas, it was written up in the oldest text called the Vedas in 2000 BC. Now, that particular word, chakras, it literally means energy centers in your body. Now, this energy center, there are 7 of them in the body, and what it has been discovered and proven that fear resides is in your base chakra. So they go from bottom and then they go up. Okay, so they go from base of your spine and they go all the way to the top of your head, and then that's how you are. So when you are feeling like you want to accomplish something and you're dreaming state of mind, or you may be even in the state of mind of, like, you want to feel nirvanic state or bliss, right, for that matter. So if you want to feel those emotions, right, that's where your dreams, realization of your dreams, a physical reality happens. So what happens is that fear is an internal issue and dream is a physical issue. So there is always a battle between a holistic you and a practical you. There's a battle going on. It's like a war. And that war, it has certain elements that you need to take care of in order for you to achieve the ultimate dream, which is reality, the physical reality. In order to achieve any physical reality, you are the vessel that makes that reality come true. But what happens is, we have to fight the internal demons in order for us to go forward. So the first one is fear. So fear, fear is just like anything else. Like, you have best friends, right? And just like that, a fear has a best friend. And the best friend of fear is guilt. And human beings are so good at using this against us. So in this episode number 1, as I'm talking about, is your dream for sale. But if you like it so far, go ahead and share this. But in terms of is your dream for sale? The first thing that I find is that fear. But to achieve fear, in order for you to get rid of fear, one of the things that we face, the very first line item that we face is guilt. Part of the reason is we feel guilty of that we don't, if we accomplish this, we may accomplish too much. Like in the holistic field, I find that as I talk to a lot of people who are in the holistic or spirituality world, they feel guilty of making money. And people who are in the physical realm, they also feel guilty about making money, because they, to some degree, the belief level is that if I make all this money, like, it will make me greedy, right? So let me just give you a hint. Money makes a good person better. So if you're a good person and you want to give back to the world and you truly want to make a difference, it's going to make you a better person. So inside of you, this guilt. So what happens is you meet some friends, right? And right from the get-go, as it is, you're fearful inside. You don't know whether you can accomplish something or not. So then what happens is that as you are doing this and you're fighting this battle internally, and you finally get enough courage to go for it, the first friend you meet is guilt. Because you share your idea with your friends and your family members, or people that you know, or people you thought are very close. The first people you meet are naysayers. See, here's the thing. Naysayers, to deal with naysayers is very simple. So guilt is an internal emotion, and naysayers is an external person, like a reality, right? This is what's happening. So there is a holistic and there is a practical. So now you're fighting again, right? So see, what happens is that when you meet these naysayers, the first thing they say is, oh, I don't think you can accomplish this. Oh, I don't think you should do this. Oh, such and such person tried this before and it didn't work for them. So what they're really saying to you is that you have to understand and interpret what they're really saying to you, instead of if you're taking it for literal value. So if you understand that what they're really saying to you is that, hey, you know what? I haven't done it before. I don't know how to accomplish this particular task. So I don't believe that you can do it. If you just come from that place of mind, then first you can begin to resolve these issues. The second big thing that I have found is that, people you meet, where 10% of the people in your life truly mean well for you and they want you to do well. Those people, I would, what I normally do, I can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what I do is I'll go in a corner, I will listen to them very closely, then I'll go in a secluded place and I jot down everything that they said, and then I say, okay, of these things, what are the most important things for me? Right? What things I can implement and what things I can eliminate. Meaning, because those people who are 10%ers who have told me that, yes, Ash, I don't think so, this can be accomplished, and they give me clear-cut reason why. But the typical naysayer, which is 90% of the society, is what you're going to find is they'll just simply flat out tell you, you can't do this, you're bad, you're pathetic, you're horrible, and you need to stop listening to them, because they have no reasoning behind it. They have no reasoning to succeed for themselves, and now they're like crabs, where they're pulling you down and they don't want you to succeed for yourself. So as you meet, as you're beginning to this journey with me is your answering the question, is your dream for sale? And if it is not for sale, let me tell you one thing. Get rid of the naysayers. So here's how you can think about naysayers and get rid of them, because they keep making you feel guilty about what you're doing. So here's what you can do. The first thing, to picture, I will give you a picture, and this particular picture is a dodo bird. So think of a dodo bird. What do you do with a dodo bird? A dodo bird comes to you and says, I can fly. And you say, fantastic, I'm so happy that you are telling me that you can fly. Right? And all you can do with dodo bird is take them on a Grand Canyon and push them off and see how high they can fly. And my friend, if they fall and they don't make it up to the top, it's okay, because you didn't want them in the first place. My friend, this is how you deal with the first step, if you will, dealing with the negative people, dealing with your guilt. Stop letting other people determine your life. Because let me tell you something. When you when you finally have new friends, right? Like these are some of my friends right here at one of my events on called Financial Chakras. Those of you who haven't been to my event, go ahead and come to my event. I'll post a link for you, on the in the stream here, and I'll be happy to have you. Okay, but so just this is one of the events that I did, and what you need to do is you need to get rid of the naysayers and go become best friends with people who are just like you. Believe me when I tell you this, there are people just like you in the world. No matter who you are, there are people just like you, who are dreamers, and they say my dream is not for sale. My dream is not something that I'm just willing to give it up. My dream is something I'm willing to go for. My dream is something that I am willing to fight for. And if that's you, that is your dream, and that is whatever dream it is, my friend, look, I'm here to support you. My name is Ash Shukla. Just remember that name, Ash Shukla, okay? And if you can't remember that, remember Ash is cash, right? And if you can't remember that, remember Financial Chakras, okay? Either one is perfectly fine, but I'm Ash. You can know me as Ash if you like, okay? That's perfectly fine with me. So, so all I would say to you is that I am with you. I am here to fight the fight for you. I'm here to fight the fight with you. I have taken a plane ride from India in 1989 with 20 bucks and no English, came here, was studying computer science, ran into financial services, built a successful business. I've been through everything that you are probably going through. I've been through all the negative emotions. I've been through where people have told me you can't do this. I've sat on a presentation after presentation after presentation for several years to make a sale and could not make a sale. I have, finally achieved some degree of success that I could say that I'm proud of. Okay, now, so I understand you. So I'm here to tell you that I am with you and I love you. And we are all here to fight the fight together and get to the top together. Because at the top of the game, my friend, this new friend, I am your new friend. And if you believe that you're my new friend, whether you're on social media, go ahead and like my page. Go ahead and share this post that I have made. Make sure that you share this post on social media, but be sure, do not forget, be sure to share it with your best friends. Because when you do, my friend, let me tell you, because they have same aspirations as you do. Don't be that dodo bird who is telling them by not sharing that, hey, you know what, you are not important. I don't believe your dreams are not important, right? Your dreams are important, so I'm not going to share it with you. Go ahead and share it with them, so that way we can come together, fight the fight together, be together, and get to the top together. Because at the top of the world, my friend, your dream and my dream is not for sale. We have to fight the fight to the top, because when we get to the top, you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, and your friends and us and my friends and your friends coming together and getting to the top. My friend, thank you so much for watching the first episode of Financial Chakras, where you learn how to take what's inside and learn to fight the fight to be more practical. And if you are a holistic person and you're fighting the fight, to be more practical, no matter who you are, we are here to go together. Let's build this. I'm here to fight the fight with you. So if you are here, if you are ready, type below, I am ready. If you are here and as you're watching this particular video and you're going, I am, I'm smiling, right? Go ahead and put a little smile below. Whatever emotions you feel, right? Is your dream for sale? My question to you is your dream for sale? And if it is not, go ahead and write down something below this video in this comment section, so that way we can discuss further how you can make your dream a reality by letting me know that your dream is not for sale, right? I know for sure, I can deliver some content to you. And if you really want me to, make this more customized, all you have to do is go below this video and type in what you want to learn about. And I'll be happy to go ahead and, write about that. But most importantly, whatever concerns you have, if you write about that, I'll be happy to answer them for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Namaste, and I'll see you next time. Until then, be well, do well, and be a great person that you are born to be. Okay. Thank you so much. Take a heart. Namaste. My name is Ash Shukla. I'll see you on the other side.